Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Popcorn Podcast with myself, Jack Logan, and my co-host Fergus Clark. How are you doing, Fergus?
Hello. Yeah, I'm pretty good as usual. Yeah, I'm doing pretty solid. I mean, I've not been great the past few days
No?
because it's summer. It's summer now, and that means pollen's in the air.
Do you get hay fever?
Yeah, terrible. It's really bad.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
That's
Mum
why I'm not
get-
wearing the iconic red shirt this week. I've given it to
Oh,
Nicholas because
you
there's
gave it to
pollen, pollen all over it.
At least it's still making an appearance, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if I was wearing it, I'd be sneezing the whole way through. But
Yeah.
it's social distancing. It's like 2 meters away. It's
Yep.
fine.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to forgive you, Fergus, if a couple of sneezes come out during the
Of course, yeah. I mean,
podcast.
usually what happens is I'm fine, and then like half an hour later, I'll just go into like a sneezing fit. It's like 4 in a row, like a machine gun.
Yeah, Mum gets pretty. I don't think she gets hay fever too bad, but she definitely gets hay fever.
Mm,
I'm lucky that I don't get it, but it doesn't.
You
it
are.
doesn't sound like a fun thing.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like a dairy allergy or something.
Yeah,
Like
that is true.
it's like a seasonal allergy.
I feel like it's a bit crap for you guys because summer's like a great time of year. And then
Yeah,
you
I
just
hate
feel
it.
like suffer through it.
I despise summer so much, mostly because of hay fever. Also, insects. Shit.
Fair.
And it's too
Midges,
hot.
man.
Oh god.
Midges are the worst.
Yeah, and wasps.
There was a firework display down in the park in our town like the other week, and I decided in my wisdom to go out in a shorts and t-shirt, and I
Mm.
was covered in midgie bites.
Oh,
It was all like genuinely the worst I've ever been.
they
Like,
are disgusting.
oh yeah.
One time I went camping with my parents, and we went
Mhm.
camping down like a stream, which is a bad idea, it turns out, because we went out for a walk and we came back an hour later, and we'd accidentally left the tent open, and we looked in, and the roof of it was literally black because all the midges had swarmed in and were just sitting on the roof. So my dad
Mate.
had to like shake the tent to try and get them all out.
Mate, that sounds like my idea of hell.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. The
wee bastards. I hate them,
Mm.
honestly. Okay, Fergus, what have you been watching this week?
me. Oh well.
Yes.
I've watched something very exciting. I've watched a childhood classic, and I would say avant-garde
I
masterpiece.
think I know what you're going to say. I think I saw it in your letterbox, and I was shocked at the high rating you gave it.
That's right, it was the Harry Hill movie.
The Harry Hill movie.
Oh, what an experience. Have you seen the Harry Hill movie?
I have seen the Harry Hill movie, not in years. I can't remember enjoying it. I think I watched it in school. I think the school put it on.
Yeah, it's educational.
I remember it's educational. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. I remember the guy from The Inbetweeners being in it.
Yeah, Will. He's
That's the only thing I remember. And it's like there's a hamster or something.
Oh
in it.
yeah. Do you want me to explain the plot to you? Give you a wee recap on the
Is
plot.
there not like is the guy is the guy from The Inbetweeners not playing like a nuclear scientist or something? Like it's something like that.
He's a vet.
Oh, he's a vet. Is there not something
Yeah.
nuclear in it?
Yeah,
Although it's
yeah.
made in a machine.
Okay, so what happens is Harry Hill lives with his nan, and his pet his nan's played by Julie Walters, and his pet hamster called Abu, who's voiced by probably the sexiest voice you could get for his kind of role. Oh shit, what's his name? Oh no, Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas voices the hamster with his
Of course.
silky smooth pipes,
Yep.
and so he's like throwing up green shit everywhere. So they go to the vet, who's played by Will from The Inbetweeners, and he's like, "Your hamster's got a week to live." So Harry Hill's like, "Okay, Abu, what do you want to do for your last week?" And he thinks he can understand the hamster, but only slightly. Only speaks a little hamster, Jack.
Yep.
So Abu's a little pervert, and he's like, "Oh, Rihanna's really sexy and hot. I want to see Rihanna before I die." And Harry Hill says, "Oh, you want to go to Blackpool? Let's go to Blackpool then." And a musical number happens about Blackpool. And then they get chased to Blackpool by Will from Inbetweeners in a giant traffic cone. Because Will from Inbetweeners is
Why?
working. No, well, Will from Inbetweeners is working for Harry Hill's his twin brother, Otto, played by Matt Lucas, He was abandoned as a baby, brought up by Alsatians, and lived off barbecue beef hula hoops. They go to a nuclear power plant where Jim Broadbent's there in drag, and he's like a
Lovely.
cleaner.
Yep.
And Abu goes into a fucking reactor and gets turned like 10-story tall and starts lasering everything. And the military come in and try to shoot him down. And then he goes back to normal. Then Harry Hill tries to shag a shell person. Uh, and then it all culminates in the Black Pill Tower.
This sounds like a masterpiece, Fergus.
Damn right it is. You know what, right? It's a lot of shit. It
Yeah.
really is a lot of shit. But there were some moments of like absurdist comedy that I thought were kind of funny.
Sure.
Like Vinan is always like knitting stuff. So near the end, there's a fight scene with her, and she does nan fu, and she's wearing like a crocheted version of the jumpsuit from Kill Bill.
That's pretty funny. Actually.
Yeah,
that's funny.
and they're like when they're driving to Blackpool, we're switching between like the GPS voices, and there's like the angry white van man,
Yep.
and then the angry white van man's even angrier stepwife or ex-wife, not stepwife, ex-wife, and then they switch it to the Yakuza boss setting, whichever GPS has, and that takes him to Black Pole instead of Black Pool. It's literally just a pole. It's great. It's really great, Jack. I had a great time.
I can't remember. As I said, I've been years. I should rewatch it. It deserves a rewatch.
You know, I felt like I was going insane throughout most of it. It's like it's very strange little bits that are just connected.
Did you watch it by yourself?
Oh fuck no, Christ! I think I might have off myself. No, I got my good pal Chair over.
Oh, of course.
Chair. It was really like quite pathetic because I sent a message into my friend's group chat and I was like, "Who wants to come and see the Harry Hill movie tomorrow?" And I got one response from Chair. So
Yeah.
great.
You can always rely on Chair.
Yeah, good old Chair, and he brought some Coke Zero, and we drank that, and yeah,
that sounds good. Yeah, I like Harry Hill. Like I remember really liking his like TV shows and stuff.
what TV burp?
Yeah, TV burp. And did he present You've Been Framed?
He done You've Been Framed, yeah.
Yeah. But I can't remember loving the Harry Hill movie.
Well, it's weird because I used to love it as a kid. When I was like 8 or 9, I was watching it all the time.
Yeah.
Like we had a DVD player in the car, and every time we were on a trip, I'd watch a Harry Hill movie for some reason. If I had a friend in the car, I'd force him to watch a Harry Hill movie. But I never even liked Harry Hill that much. I only watched You've Been Framed and didn't like him in it.
Gunpoint, like you've got your friend, like, watch the movie.
Yeah. I was
It's
obsessed.
in my head. It's in the same kind of vein as like the Keith Lemon movie.
Yeah, it's from this weird era of filmmaking where we had the Keith Lemon movie, Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie. It's very strange, yeah.
It kind of made a resurgence like that kind of film because we had the Nan movie.
I was going to mention this. The Nan movie came out,
ago.
2019, I think.
I think it was even later than that. I think it was like 2021.
Every time I'm in HMV, I pick it up. I was in HMV today. I picked it up, and I was like, look and see if it was on sale yet, because it's always £10. It's never discounted, and I can't imagine they ever sell any copies of it.
No.
So I'm always waiting for it to go on sale. Every time I realize people are going to see me holding the Nan movie, so I do this thing where I like pretend I'm laughing at it, like, wow, can't believe they made that, when I'm actually just really trying to buy it.
I remember when I had to go into HMV to buy the 50 Shades of Grey box set. I was so embarrassed. And I was like, I took it up to the till, and I felt like I needed to be like, oh, these aren't for me, by the way. Like,
I have a YouTube channel.
I'm buying these for a friend, you know?
Like, yeah. I was in the same situation because I was in CEX with Mark one time, our good friend Mark, for first-time listeners, and the 50 Shades of Grey box set, probably yours, was in there for like a $5. I imagine you probably discarded it quite quickly.
It's still in the collection.
Well, I was gonna buy it because it was like a $5, but I couldn't bring myself to go to the counter with it.
When I did my 50 Shades video, I was like, I'll go, because I couldn't find the films anywhere, and they've since been added to Netflix.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I know. I was like, right, I'm going to need to go buy the box set. I'll buy the Blu-ray one just because I want crisp
Yeah,
quality.
yeah.
I didn't go. They have a 4K box set, and I was like, nah, I'm
No,
good.
not
um,
happening.
but yeah, I went into CEX thinking I'll get these films for like a fiver, and it was just none of them were in there, and I was like, I'm gonna have to buy these full price in HMV. They were on offer though. They
Oh,
were
that's good.
$14.99 down from $19.99. So I got a little bargain on them.
If only the Nan movie would go on sale.
Yeah, that's very true. I always think the Nan movie, like, I get why it was slated. I've not seen it. Like, I get why people didn't like it. But I think it's weird because, in general, I feel like people quite like Nan and, like
Yeah.
the Catherine Tate show and stuff.
I mean, I always
Whereas,
order it when I'm in the Indian.
that wasn't your best, Fergus.
Well, I've done worse.
Yeah, that is true. You've done worse on this podcast.
Yeah, a lot worse.
But yeah, like I get like why people don't like Mrs. Brown's Boys the movie, because Mrs. Brown's Boys, a lot of people don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Keith Lemon, like a
Oh,
lot of people
yeah.
don't like him. Whereas on the whole, a lot of people like Catherine Tate. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just even weirder that one like really failed, because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you can't get that wrong. Like,
Yeah.
just do what you do in the show, and people
Yeah.
will like it.
Yeah, or have like blind ninjas come in and try to steal from your fruit and veg
Yes,
stall.
yes, that is also very true.
Yeah, but that
Um,
movie's weird. I kind of wish it was like a resurgence in these like British B tier comedy legends
One
getting
day
their
I
own
will
movies.
watch the Keith Lemon movie. I don't even know what that entails.
No, no, I mean I think probably a lot of like boobies. I imagine it's probably a lot of boobs.
Yeah,
That's all I imagine it is really.
it's just Keith Lemon saying "bang tidy" to the camera for like
Yeah,
a minute and a half.
that's good. That's fine. That's what we all want to see.
Every single time I go into CEX, it stares at me, and it's like it's 50 pence, and I'm like,
Dude,
I
just get it.
one day I will pick that up and I will watch it.
Is it? Is it? I'm guessing it's on DVD.
It's Blu-ray.
Oh, dude, get it, man.
Blu-ray 50 pence. It's genuinely been in CEX for years. That one copy of Keith Lemon the film.
Just go for it, man.
Yeah, I
Put it out of its
probably.
misery. Get a good home.
Yeah. Take it in. Give it
Nurture it.
food and water.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of what I've been watching, I watched the first film in a franchise that I've been putting this franchise off for a little bit, but my friends Courtney and Ryan especially, really wanted to watch it because he really likes. I think he really likes all the films, but the first one in particular. I watched Transformers
That's right. So you
for the
did.
first time. After years of taking the piss out of it without even having seen the movie. I actually watched Transformers, and I actually enjoyed it.
Really?
I had a good time.
To be fair,
really
yeah,
good time.
I think the first one is solid. I don't
Mhm.
think it's like wonderful or anything, but it's
No.
a solid film. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually. I think because I was expecting dog shit, I enjoyed it a lot more because my expectations were so low, like they were on the ground. So when I watched it and I was like, oh, this is actually a decent film. I probably actually enjoyed it more than I should have.
Just you wait till the sequels, Jack.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the sequels because I'm now interested. I bought Rise of the Beasts the other day, which is the newest one, because it was on offer in HMV, and I was like, I'll get them all for the collection and I'll run through them. But I have heard they go downhill.
Oh yes. Do you remember I showed you a character's death from the last night?
Yes, you did.
I guess spoilers for Transformers the Last Night.
Who was the actor? Like
Anthony
really
Hopkins.
And yeah, I was going to say Robert De Niro, but yeah, Anthony Hopkins.
So what happens is Megatron's like wretched human or some shit like that, and Anthony Hopkins starts rotating on the spot. Just like neutral expression, just starts rotating around, and then Megatron fucking obliterates him with his cannon. He goes flying through the air.
That's
I
fantastic.
rewatch that scene every now and again, and when he goes flying through the air, he's still holding onto his cane. I find that really funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I get like it's not a good film. Like
Mhm,
technically and like script wise and stuff, it's probably a bad film.
mhm.
But it was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun watching robots fight. Like it was
Yeah.
a
I
good
mean,
time.
Optimus Prime is a fucking legend.
Oh, what a guy! What a
Mm,
guy! And a lot of people like shit on Michael Bay,
mhm,
and I get it. Like he's not a great director by any means, and he does like too much shaky cam and too much
mhm,
explosions. But the first Transformers film, like, see the effects and stuff,
mhm.
they actually hold up.
Oh, yeah,
Like it
no,
looks great.
all the, like, Transformers designs throughout the films, they look really good.
Mm,
Like, the special effects are really good, except for maybe the explosions and that. But,
yeah,
like, the Transformers themselves look really good, I think.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I can't really say much more about it. Like, I just had a fun time.
Have
Like
you got a favorite Transformer?
Bumblebee,
Mm,
100%. What a
Bumblebee's
legend.
legend. Yeah.
The one thing I didn't love, and I'm probably looking a bit too deep into this, but I never watched the Transformers show
Mhm.
or like any of the animated. I think how many animated movies were there? Just one?
I've seen the original animated one. I don't know how many sequels there is to that,
Yeah,
but I know there's a lot of variations on it,
yeah.
like
But there was a
the
whole
show and
animated
that.
show, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen any of that, so I don't know like anything about Transformers.
Mm.
And I was hoping they would like go into the lore a bit
Mhm.
more. And like, because obviously I didn't know they came from like a planet. Like I thought they were
Oh,
just
yeah.
invented on Earth kind of thing.
Yeah.
Almost like the Terminators or
Mm.
something like that. So I didn't know they were from I can't even remember the name of the planet,
Cybertron.
Cybertron, and I didn't know they were called Autobots.
Yeah, and
And I didn't
Decepticons.
yeah, Decepticons and yeah, I was just like I don't know any of this. I wish they went a bit deeper into that
Mm.
stuff just to explain it to someone who knows nothing about the
Mm.
franchise.
No, yeah,
Um,
that's a reasonable complaint, I think. I've seen, I think, 3 of these movies.
mhm.
I know I've seen the first one, and I thought it was decent, and the other 2 I watched I didn't like, but I have no idea what they are because they all just mush into the same film.
Yeah,
I
that's
assume it was
fair.
the 2 after the first one. I assume it was 2 and 3 that I've seen,
Yeah.
but I couldn't tell you for sure.
I've since like researched it, well, not researched the franchise, but like looked at all the names and every one of the titles. I'm like, I've forgotten it already.
Yeah.
Like, The Last Night is the only title that sticks in my
Mhm.
head from the sequels, but the others just completely blend together.
I've not seen The Last Night yet. I've only seen the iconic Anthony Hopkins death scene. Can I say one more thing about that?
Yeah.
It's a really good bit of filmmaking because the aspect ratio changes about 3 times throughout that whole scene, like that little 8-second bit.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Fergus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was expecting worse, and I actually got a good film. Like, I would say
Hmm,
it's a good movie.
yeah, and,
Um,
did you see they're making a Bumblebee Lego set now?
are
'Cause
they?
they made
That's cool.
Optimus Prime, which I've got, up there, up there.
Yes,
I
yes,
I
that's
it's
cool.
a good set, would recommend because it can transform without taking it apart.
I've been looking on eBay to get like the cheapest versions of the Transformers Blu-rays as
Mhm,
possible. I'm not going to spend a lot of money,
mhm.
and you can get Blu-rays that like transform.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was going to get them, but I decided not to, so they would all be matching because I think they only
Mm,
done the 2 and 3 in
mhm,
that kind of design, and I'm like that will look so odd on the shelf, like it
mm.
will just stand out.
Yeah,
It'll,
that's fair enough.
it'll also take up 2 Blu-ray spaces, and I'm like
Mm.
I could fill that with a better film,
Yeah, yeah.
like,
That is a cool
but that
gimmick
was
though.
really cool. Yeah, definitely. Like I was surprised they were only like a tenner.
Mm,
Like they were cheap, and I'm like, for what they are, I would expect them to be more, or like even
mm,
more like limited edition kind of thing.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. I'm probably not gonna get that Lego Bumblebee set, by the way. Just it doesn't look
fair.
very good.
Oh, does it not?
No. I'd get Starscream if it made Starscream.
Yeah,
He's my favorite, but
fair. Fair.
Bumblebee's not good. Anyway,
Okay, Fergus, what else have you watched this week?
help me out, Jack. What have I watched? Uh,
I don't know.
oh,
It's your life.
I watched a movie. I watched a movie.
You watched a movie? No
Yeah,
way.
I will say one movie. I'm not gonna like touch on it too much. I
Ah,
watched Mr. Bean's Holiday after the Harry Hill movie because
peak.
Cheer was still over. And fun fact, same director, Steve
No
Bandelack.
way.
Yeah, Steve Bandelack, I
What a
think.
fall off.
Yeah, I know. uh, I looked at his letterboxd, and he seems to have just done like all the League of Gentlemen specials, and then them
Ah,
two
okay.
films. So, uh,
Probably the Harry Hill movie sunk his career.
yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Poor guy.
he probably just does TV stuff now,
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
or he might be dead. I'm not sure. Could be dead
Yeah,
or
that's that's
retired.
that's that's what he made Harry Hill movie and then jumped off a bridge.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Uh, rest in peace if he did do that. By the way, of
Yes,
course.
yes. Rest in peace.
That will not age well. That'll not be a well-aged bit if that has happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, Mr. Bean's Holiday, 5 stars, peak cinema. Uh, but what I watched last night, I was in HMV a couple days ago because I'm an addict. No,
Yep.
I was in the big city with some time to kill, and by the
Hmm.
big city I mean Dundee, so not big
Sure.
or really city. But I was in HMV and I noticed the film on sale, so I bought it, and it
Hmm.
was Your Name.
Is that anime?
It's anime. Yeah, so probably not something you're interested in.
It's
It's not
the
Ghibli.
really sad one, right?
Yeah, it's very emotional. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard
I
about
don't
it.
it is quite sad at points, but on the whole very tugs on your heartstrings. I really enjoyed it. The guy at HMV when he sold it to me, he said it would make me cry.
Yep.
I got a little choked up. It wasn't waterworks, but it was like, I sat there for a couple moments after it finished and I was quite somber.
You're not one really to cry during films, is that right?
No, no, I can tell you one that makes me cry, and that's
Yep.
Paddington 2.
Yeah, that's a fair
That
choice,
always gets me. I can't help it. Like
bro.
every time I think I'm ready for the end, it just hits me like a ton of bricks.
The littlest thing can happen in a movie, and I like tears are pouring down my face.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. You told me to ready myself for Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society always gets me, man. That
Mm.
ending, the
It's
whole like
yeah,
whole third act of Dead Poet
yeah.
Society.
It's tragic.
Yeah, definitely. And one that got me recently, I think I touched on it a couple of podcasts ago. Tick Tick Boom got
Oh
me.
yeah, yeah.
That
That's
was
right.
that was depressing, man.
Oh, I remembered another one that gets me. I don't know how I forgot this. After Sun, of course.
Oh yeah, Aftersun got me.
Mm,
Not as much as I was expecting because I heard a lot of
mm,
people saying it was sad, but it definitely got me. Like I
mm.
was, oh, the Iron Claw. I was
Iron Claw.
bawling my
Yeah.
eyes out of that.
I yeah. I wasn't.
Genuinely one of the most depressing movies ever made.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic, honestly. And like the saddest part of that whole film is that they had to cut out the other brother. Like in real
Yeah,
life, there was another one. They had to cut him out just because it would have been too sad.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I read they were like, oh, it would be too unrealistic,
Mm,
and it was like it actually happened, which is
yeah,
um.
I knew all about the kind of story going into the Iron Claw because
Did you?
I'd heard about the Von Erichs, but
I knew nothing.
I didn't tell Mark.
You
I,
bad
maybe,
man.
I probably should have, but he thought we were just watching a wrestling movie.
He was expecting like fighting with my family.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what did you think of Your Name?
Oh, dude, it was really beautiful. The plot gets a little messy towards the end. It's a little kind of tricky to follow what's happening, but it doesn't really matter, I think, because just what's happening on the screen really kind of gets you in a
Yeah.
very emotional way. It's basically what it's about. It's about this boy and this girl, and they switch bodies in their dreams
Oh,
occasionally at
okay.
random, and they kind of they start to lead two separate lives at the same time, and
Yep.
they learn more about each other that way, and kind of
Yep.
form a weird connection through that.
Cool.
But yeah,
That
it's
sounds like a really interesting plot for a
yeah,
film.
it is, and it's only an hour and 40 minutes as well. So
Okay.
if you have time to kill, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's on my Netflix list. Is it on
Mm,
Netflix?
it might be. I know Suzume is, which is the same director.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I've seen it on Netflix at some point.
Probably have, yeah.
I've definitely like added like all the kind of Studio Ghibli films are on my Netflix list because it's just
Yeah,
something I've
that
never gotten to.
that's another thing I watched. I've decided I'm gonna try and get through more Ghibli films because I'd only seen Spirited Away and Boy and the Heron. So I
Mm.
watched My Neighbor Totoro the other day.
Oh yeah, sure.
That was really good as well.
Yeah.
It's
What
like a
was the
plotless film, but it's just fun.
what was the one that Ghibli done recently? And it was like
That was The Boy and
slated.
the Heron, I think.
No,
Oh,
before that.
the Earwig and the Witch or
That
whatever.
one, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I've
have
seen clips from that, and it looks
yeah,
horrifying.
I've got it in my watch list, but because I want to get through all the Ghibli films. I think I'm gonna watch that one next, just to kind of bite the bullet on it.
That's fair. That is fair. I've heard it's terrible.
Yeah, it looks awful. It looks really abhorrent.
The animation sucks. Like it
Yeah,
genuinely looks horrifying. Like
yeah,
it
because
looks
we're
like
trying to
a horror
do
movie.
yeah, we're trying to do the traditional anime style, but make it like 3D,
Yeah, it's
like on
not good.
Fortnite skins.
And I heard mixed things about Boy and the Heron.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't think it was like I mean, maybe controversial. I don't think controversially. I think it was like a 50-50 split on this. I think
Yeah,
Spider-Verse should have got animated film last year.
yeah, fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'm happy that Boy and the Heron got it because I don't think Miyazaki. I think it was his first Oscar, wasn't it?
Maybe.
But
I
then he never showed up to the ceremony,
oh
like as a protest about uh, Gaza and all that Palestine.
oh okay, okay,
So
sure.
fair enough, respect
Yeah,
him for that.
yeah,
He's very anti-war.
definitely fair enough.
Hmm.
So your name is good. You'd recommend
Yeah,
it?
and I think genuinely, like, maybe the most beautiful film I've seen visually. Like, the
Yeah,
animation is really fantastic, yeah.
I'll definitely need to check it out then.
Mhm,
I'll check after this to see if it's on my Netflix list, and if it's not,
mhm.
I'll maybe like add the Blu-ray to like a wish list or
Yeah,
something.
probably best to give it Blu-ray so you don't have to deal with Netflix's, like, compression.
Yeah, that is that's true.
It's terrible. I hadn't
Yeah.
even noticed it until last night. My dad wanted to watch this weird film with Jodie Comer called The End We Start From, which was
Mm,
not good, and I'm not gonna talk about that. But
okay.
it was so noticeable how shit the quality was.
Yeah, Netflix are pretty bad for that.
Mhm.
Like I can't remember what I was watching. It was some movie. I think it was when I was watching Red Eye.
Mm.
I noticed it, and I was like, I've got the 4K in my collection. I should have just put
Yeah,
in the 4K, man. Like,
yeah. It
um,
genuinely feels like watching a film like an 80s TV.
yeah, yeah. It's not nice. It's
Whenever
not
there's
nice.
a dark scene, you can count the pixels. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
literally. And I think it even shows more on like a 4K TV.
Mhm,
Like when I watch Netflix up the stairs, it's like the quality's just not good.
mhm.
Like it's actually insane how bad the quality is, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
paying for this, man. Like,
Yeah, I know. I
give
was
me good
on
quality.
I was on Netflix earlier to watch Dairy Girls, which I guess we can talk about later
Yeah.
on, but, um, I was just watching that, and it made me update Netflix. Once the update finished, I got on, and it was like, "Oh, you're on, ads now. You're getting ads now." So that's great, that's fun.
That
Thanks for
sounds
that,
like
Netflix.
that sounds like a great time for us.
Yep, Whoopi, don't update Netflix, don't do it.
I didn't even know Dare Girls was on Netflix.
Yeah, I checked. I wasn't confident it was, but it is all 3 seasons,
Oh,
so
that's good.
yeah.
Because I watched it on Channel 4,
Mhm.
whatever their iPlayer is.
Yeah, all 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
So what did you think of Dare Girls?
so I watched the first episode, and I literally watched it, like, an hour ago,
Mhm.
'cause I said last week I'll watch at least 1 episode of Dairy Girls before a podcast, and I just remembered last night I was meant to do that, but it was quite late, so I was like, "Okay, I'll do it tomorrow." I forgot I was out all day today at the
Mhm.
orthodontist and shit, so
Mhm.
my only opportunity was at the gym. So I
Yep.
watched the first episode there, and yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
I was very happy with it, and I will definitely be continuing.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
mm,
hazy on what the first episode is. What happens?
uh, basically they threatened to beat up this girl on the bus and end up in detention.
Oh, is that the one where the nun dies?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's
was
good.
funny. Uh, yeah, it's good. I'll definitely continue it, and it might be worth discussing it in the next podcast we do, 'cause
Yeah.
we're doing that in a couple days, so I'll probably have finished season 1 by then, at
Oh, you're
least.
gonna go fast, I
Yeah,
guess.
probably.
Yeah, it's such a good show. It only gets better. Like
Mm,
I think season 2 is probably my favorite season, but
mhm.
like all 3 seasons are just absolutely fantastic. And just wait till you get to the finale episodes. I know you don't cry at things, Fergus, but
Well, we'll see.
This might get you.
We'll see.
One other thing that I was going to quickly touch on that I watched was it's a film that I've been seeing on Netflix for a while, and it's Richard Linklater, who's a director that I love, and everyone was saying how great a film this was. I think it was got 97% or something crazy like that on Rotten Tomatoes, and that is Hitman.
Hitman, Glenn
And
Powell.
yeah, it's one of those that everyone seemed to be watching it, so I was like, I need to join the clan of Hitman viewers
The
and
Hit Clan.
the Hit clan,
Yeah.
and check it out. And it was a good film.
Mm.
Not surprisingly, seeing as it's got good reviews and stuff, but it wasn't a great film. It definitely had issues.
That's what it looks like to me. I've not seen it yet. I have really been meaning to because everyone's watching it, like you said, but not gotten around to it yet.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Like it's definitely worth a watch. Some really funny bits in it. But there's just something about it that I just couldn't quite get behind for some reason. It felt very, and this isn't necessarily a criticism, but I'm going to make it a criticism. It felt very American. Like, if that makes sense. Like,
That's definitely a criticism. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very, it feels in some scenes like an American sitcom rather than a action comedy film, if that makes sense. Like, it's shot in that kind of style.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it could be an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you know? Like, it's the exact same kind of directing style that Linklater's done there with, like, in that same kind of vein as American sitcoms.
So this film, to my understanding, it's about a guy who's like a master of disguise or some shit, and he has to pretend to be a hitman. Is my understanding of it?
Yeah, so it's a true story, which I wasn't expecting going in. It comes up saying inspired by a true story, so it
Probably
might not be. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that there was a guy that this is based off of. I don't know. Because it flashes up with like pictures of a guy at the end, so I'm going to assume that's the guy that they're basing the film off of. And yeah, basically, he starts being an undercover hitman for the police, for like sting operations and stuff. And then he falls in love with one of the women that tries to like get a hit on her ex-husband or something. I'm already hazy on it. I literally watched it last week. And yeah, that's kind of the full plot.
Okay.
And it just, yeah, it's a fun time. Like, it's a fun movie, but I wouldn't go watching it again anytime soon. There was a really weird, like, strange montage and like the kind of halfway mark in the movie where it's like just about 5 sex scenes in a row.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like they falling in love, and the way that Richard Linklater shows that is he literally shows like genuine like 5 sex scenes of the same two people like in a row with music playing over it.
I did see one of his sex scenes actually. I remember now. Yeah, I've seen people speaking about that. Yeah, it's like The Room, isn't it?
Yeah, literally though, literally, it's like the same shots over and over again. And yeah, I wasn't
belly button.
I wasn't a big fan of that stuff. I think it just went to, I don't know. The full film isn't sexual, and then it goes sexual for like 10 minutes and then doesn't do it again. And I'm like, at least with like 50 Shades of Grey and stuff, you know where you stand.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is like, this is a weird 10 minutes, and then it just is kind of over, which is odd. But there are some really good lines in it, like really funny stuff. Quite a few lines that I just laughed out loud at. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. But
yeah, I'll probably check it out. I do like Richard Linklater. I've seen, I think, 3 of his films. I've seen Before Sunrise, which I love. Seen Before Sunset, which I don't love. Maybe I should put on my controversial takes, but I'm not.
That's a very controversial take.
Yeah, I'm not huge on it. I think people prefer that over Sunrise. I prefer Sunrise.
I've kind of got them equal.
No, it's fair enough. I didn't get invested in Before Sunset, but I'd be open to like rewatching it. I'll need
Have
to
you?
finish before or start before
Oh, I
midnight
was going
even.
to say, have you watched Before Midnight yet? No.
Yeah, no, I'll need to get on that. And
Yeah.
then he also done School of Rock, didn't
Yes, he did.
he? Yeah, great film.
Which, oh yeah, absolutely fantastic film.
Mm.
He's one of those directors where I feel like I've seen all these good films. Like
Yeah.
I've started off on a real high. Like I've seen School of Rock, the Before trilogy, which are considered great films, and
Mhm.
then I watched Hitman, and I'm like, this is good.
Mhm.
But
Start to fall off a little bit.
a little. I think I'm going to check out that Boyhood soon, which I know you done.
Oh, I made a massive mistake with that.
Yeah.
I bought the Arrow video in CEX, but it turns out it was a 4K version. I don't have a 4K player
Oh,
or a
bro,
4K. You know, I'll give you it if you want. If you don't have it,
mate, I'd take it.
yeah, you can have it. It's yours. Sold.
I've just made a bargain.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you know what? I've got the Blu-ray copy. We can just swap.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm sure I've got the Blu-ray copy, but I've been meaning to check it out for a while.
Mhm.
Because I heard it's a very, I think, like kind of love-hate film.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'd like to see it too. It's like kind of filmed in real time almost, isn't it?
Yeah, he grew up with this boy basically. Like he picked a
Yeah,
boy actor, and
that's a
he like
very
follows his
strange
life
thing.
for like 10 years or something. Like it's insane.
If you're into that kind of concept, I'd recommend Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal. He
Okay.
kind of it touches on child actors a
any
lot.
any excuse to bring up Nathan
Yeah,
Fielder.
I'll plug him all day long.
Okay, do you want to kind of get into the meat and bones of what we're doing today, Fergus?
Do you want to talk about Doctor Who?
Oh, I
It
forgot
wouldn't be
about Doctor
wouldn't
Who.
be a popcorn podcast about Doctor Who. Do a
I
couple
watched
minutes on it.
Doctor Who.
I didn't. Still.
Oh yeah. I watched the finale.
Uh-huh.
I stayed up to midnight for it. Basically episode 7, it was a lot of setup.
Mhm.
And basically done a big twist at the end of the episode that was really cool. I didn't love the episode. The one before the finale, I gave it like a 7 out of 10.
Mhm.
But I thought the twist was really cool, and I was really excited to see what was going to come. Because I was expecting a lot of good stuff,
Mhm.
and it kind of fell flat on its face
Oh
a little
no.
bit. It's not a terrible episode. It's probably about a 5 out of 10.
Oh dear.
It's not a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. They're good bits, and there's bits that are really well handled. And when it's a good scene, it's a really good scene.
Mhm.
And there's some nice concepts in it. But basically, I won't spoil anything for you, Fergus. But
Yeah.
there's a big baddie, who I won't name, and they basically in episode 7, the one before the finale, they hype this baddie up as being the greatest foe the Doctor has
Oh
ever
no.
fought.
Oh my
The
lord.
greatest villain.
Even bigger than the toy maker and the master and
Yes, yes.
Davros. Oh my goodness,
Um,
this is something.
and then it's kind of all over in 5 minutes with the
Oh,
villain, and the villain's like hardly in the episode,
oh.
which
Okay.
isn't great.
No.
And it also there's like me and my friend Walter often talk about this. Do you know what Duos Ex Machina is?
Deus Ex Machina,
Yeah. So we call it Davies Ex Machina because Russell
yeah.
T Davies has a
Yeah, that's
real
good.
habit of doing it.
Yeah, no.
Um, it is fully on show,
Mm.
and there's basically a big reset button
Yeah, I
at
mean,
the end of the episode.
he loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, it basically loves making really big stakes, like
Mhm.
basically killing everyone on the planet,
Yeah.
and then doesn't know how to fix that. So he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
this happens. He presses a button and all the people come back.
Mhm.
Which he's done before. Like he done it in, I think it's the Last of the Time Lords, the series 3
Mhm.
finale, where they rewind time so everyone can be alive again.
Yeah.
But it makes no he's just everything starts happening, and he's like, time's reversing, and you're like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
So that happens in the finale, which I didn't love.
To be fair, I think all the showrunners have issues like that because Stephen Moffat.
Yeah,
he's again a good writer, but he does sometimes write himself into a corner when it comes to that kind
yeah,
of stuff. And Chibnall has a habit of doing like these big countdowns, doesn't he?
yeah,
There's always a
yeah,
countdown towards the end of the world, but it gets saved at the last minute.
yeah. Yeah. Chibnall loves a countdown, man.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
because he done that episode 42 in series 3,
yes,
right? Yeah.
yes. But yeah, I think Moffat done it the least. Like, I feel
Mhm.
like with Moffat, he at least tried to make it make sense.
Yeah.
Whereas Davies just goes, "This happened, and why? Well, it's Doctor Who. It's a sci-fi show. Like,
Yeah, I mean, all the
things happen."
villains have a big "Stop my evil plan" button in their layers. They always carry it
Literally.
around too.
But yeah, I did like aspects. Like the first, I don't know, it was an hour long episode. I'd say the first half hour was really solid.
Mm,
And then there's like 20 minutes where it's like all that kind of fan wank shit
sure,
happens.
yeah.
And then the last 5 minutes are pretty good as well. So
Okay.
it was a real mixed bag, but overall I would say it's not a great one just because of the stuff that they do with the villain, and they're hyping the villain up so much and then it's all over and like you blink your eyes and you'll miss it kind of thing.
Mhm.
Which it wasn't great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty glad I didn't end up, like, staying till midnight to go to the
I was
cinema to see
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna go to the cinema to see it, but it was my town's gala day.
Yeah, the gala day,
Yeah, the
yeah.
day after, and I was like, I'll be so shattered, like, and
Mhm.
I'm so glad I never went.
Yeah.
I watched it in bed at midnight, and that'll do me.
I think it's really shit that they put the episodes out at midnight, by the way.
Yeah, do you think so?
Yeah, well, it's because it's to appease the American audience that we're trying to bring in now, isn't it? But,
Yes.
like, it's a British show. It should be airing at a time for British people to watch it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't mind it being on at midnight. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, but what about spoilers?" I'm like, "Stay off your phone. Like,
Yeah. But, like, here,
just turn off notifications. You'll be
a lot
fine."
a lot of kids like Doctor Who, though. They wanna watch it when it comes out as well, you know?
Yeah, but it does air on the BBC. Like,
Yeah, at midnight.
no, at 6:30.
Oh, does it?
BBC iPlayer at midnight.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you said before that you were, like, waiting up till midnight to watch them. I thought that's what was going on.
No, no, no. So it's on BBC iPlayer at midnight, and then at
Sure, okay.
6:30, I think they
Okay,
actually put the
that's not
episode
so
on.
bad.
Yeah,
But
but
putting on at the cinema at midnight is quite proven.
yeah, yeah, defo. Yeah, I'm so glad I never went. But on the whole, it was a good series. Like, I'm kind of shitting on it a bit here.
Mm,
On the whole, there were some really great episodes in
okay.
there, and Shooty Gatwa's Doctor is fantastic. Absolutely love that
Yeah.
man.
I'm pretty hyped to, like, check it out.
Yeah, yeah, you
I'll
definitely should.
I'll get around to it. I've got Dairy Girls to work through now. I've got Doctor Who on the horizon and Faulty
Yep.
Towers as well. I said I'd be
Ah, Faulty
starting.
Towers. Yeah,
And,
go watch that.
you taking up any of my recommendations, Jack?
Um,
Anything for
I,
you
I,
or
I've been a busy man, Fergus. I haven't even watched any more number 9. Like, I've
disappointing?
been really, really bad this week. I'm gonna blame it on the gala day. To be fair,
Sure,
like
yeah,
that
gala
was a
days are always getting in the middle of everything.
that that was a busy weekend.
That was so thoughtless of them to arrange it on the like, on a busy week for us. Well, for
Exactly,
you.
exactly. Yeah, terrible. How dare they?
Yeah, for sure. They should
Um,
always be revolving around your schedule, and that was
yes,
really rude of them not to do that this year.
I agree. They should contact the great Bring Your Own Popcorn just to check
Yeah,
if he's free for the gala day.
exactly.
It's so weird because like our church built like a little float thing for the
Mm.
gala day parade, and we've been putting like months of time into it, and
Mhm.
then it's just like all over in a day. And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
there goes 2 months of my life." Like,
Yeah.
it's just it's mad that it's all over.
Mm.
But we won first prize, Fergus.
Hey, well done.
Thank you.
What was your prize?
I can't remember how much it is, but it's money.
Oh, good.
For the church, which is good.
Oh, oh,
I'm pretty sure it's money. I don't know the ins and outs of it.
you should pocket it.
No.
Could be like a Wagamama gift card, perhaps.
Take the whole
Yeah.
church out of Wagamama's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's something good came out of all that
Mhm.
month's hard work.
Mhm.
Okay, Fergus.
Okay,
What are
we've
we
been
doing?
rambling for quite a while. That's probably our longest little catch-up bit to date, I reckon.
Yes. What are we
So
doing this episode of the
I
podcast?
should address something. Speaking
Mhm.
of how you've not watched any number 9,
Mm.
it was said last week it would be number 9 this week,
Mm.
but
No,
the
I edited that
did what?
out. So yeah, so here's a little tidbit. Fergus last week said about doing a number 9 episode this week, and I was like, I'll try and watch the full show. Considering I haven't watched any of it. So I messaged Fergus and I was like, could we do a little quiz or
Yeah, and we've not
something
done
this
a
week?
quiz in a while,
We haven't
so
done a quiz in a while, or like a little game or whatever.
hmm.
So I did edit that little bit out of the podcast, but
Okay,
there you
well,
go. There's some
brilliant.
facts
I've been
for.
silenced once again.
I also edited out last podcast episode a bit where I run to the toilet, which is
Yeah,
another
Jack
little.
Jack was pissing himself. So. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess no one was expecting a number 9 episode then, but that was the plan.
Go watch the last podcast episode and see if you can notice the bit where I edit out me running for a piss.
I'm gonna check afterwards. I forgot you done that. I'll need
Yeah.
to have a look. Okay, so nobody was expecting it then, but that was the plan. But now we're
Yep.
doing a quiz, and to be fair, Jack, right? See, when we do the number 9 episode,
Mhm.
just watch like the first 3 series of it, because I reckon we
Okay.
can do like a couple different parts, and we can space them out. So every
Okay.
couple months we'll put out a new number 9
Okay.
podcast.
Cool.
But for now, I've prepared a quiz. Hooray!
Yay!
Everyone's smiling and happy, and I don't think it should take too long to get through this quiz, which is good
Okay.
because we've been rambling today, and the last few episodes have been a bit long. And
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting here and talking with my pal Jack, but
Yep.
I'm aware not everyone wants to sit for 3 hours, so hopefully this one shouldn't take up too much time.
Uh,
So, Jack, you're familiar with Letterboxd, we've established.
yes, I am
Yes, you
familiar
are.
with Letterboxd.
So, I don't know if you know this about Letterboxd, but with a lot of films, when you go on them on Letterboxd, there's a little tagline underneath the title for a film. Can you
Yes,
guess
there
where
is.
this is going?
I'm gonna guess taglines.
Yeah, you're gonna guess taglines. Well,
That's
I'm
fun.
gonna read the tagline and you're gonna guess the film.
Okay.
And
That
then,
sounds easier, which
yeah,
is good.
yeah, I imagine so. Do you know any taglines off the top of your head?
The first one that came in my head was Alien. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure it's in space, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah, I would never put that. That's too easy.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I feel like I should know Karate Kids.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I should
It's gonna,
include that.
it's gonna really annoy me, but I'm pretty sure somewhere in my head there's the Karate Kids tagline.
Mm.
But other than that, not really. I don't know why the Alien one like really sticks out. I think it's a really cool tagline.
Yeah, it's probably the most iconic one.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I didn't include that sadly. So
Yep.
yeah, no, I mean taglines are great for posters, trailers. Although trailers don't really have them these days, which is sad. We need to bring back the
Yeah.
trailer voice guy. I know, well,
Yes.
he died sadly, but
Rip.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could get an impersonator.
Yeah. There's so
Or
many people that do the voice. Like I think
mhm,
everyone has their own version of the trailer voice guy.
yeah,
In a world, that kind of guy. So.
yeah. Maybe I should try and do them when I'm reading out the taglines.
Oh, that would be fun.
It'll sound like shit, but I'll do my best. Okay,
How many taglines have you got?
I've got quite a few.
Okay.
So yeah, we could be here for a while. If it goes
Okay.
on too long, I'll say we've done enough.
Should we explain for the viewers? Because might be some viewers. Do you want to quickly explain what's a tagline?
Yeah. I mean, basically, it's a little slogan for a film.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's like a slogan, and it kind of tells you what to expect from it. Usually, it's pretty funny. It's a little kind of pun that they throw in a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like Jack said, with "In Space, No One Can Hear You Scream," which isn't really a pun, but there's one for "Killer Clowns from Outer Space," which is "In space, no one can eat ice cream." I'm pretty sure, which
Yeah.
is a play on that. So that's the kind of thing that tagline is. If you're unfamiliar,
Yep.
I hope you're not looking for Letterboxd. I hope you're not looking at
Oh
taglines.
no! I'm looking at the Karate Kids one.
Oh sure.
Which is, by the way, which I didn't know, only the old one could teach him the secrets of the masters, which is a terrible
That's
tagline.
dreadful.
That's awful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
must be thinking of one on a poster or something, which is killer.
Yeah, probably. That is
Yep.
one other thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask you if you think it's a good tagline once you
Okay.
guess the film.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for the first one?
I'm ready, Fergus.
Go.
Is that
Go.
the tagline?
Yeah, that's a tagline.
Go.
The word go. Yeah.
Okay, so first thing that comes to my head is like a race.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Off to a good start.
Like 3, 2, 1, go. So like, there's not a movie called 3, 2, 1 because
No.
that would be very clever.
That's a good cat. Yeah, that's good.
I'm thinking like maybe like a car racing movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're barking up the right tree.
And like so many car racing films are going through my head right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There is a lot. You know what? Right. Okay. This is probably wrong, but I'll go for it.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
The Fast and the Furious.
No, sorry. No, it's I'm not gonna. I won't tell you what it is. It's directed by the directors of the quintessential '90s movie.
Oh, is it Speed Racer?
Speed Racer. Yeah, the tagline is just "Go" with an exclamation mark.
Do you know
It
what?
works.
It's yeah. I think they could probably come up with something better.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd
But
imagine so.
it fits the film. I've
Yeah,
seen Speed Racer so many
have
years
you?
ago. Yes. I remember it being strange but fun.
Hmm.
They could probably think of a better tagline than "Go."
Yeah, I imagine so. I've been desperate to watch Speed Racer. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been years since I don't think I've even rated it on Letterboxd because I would have to rewatch it. Like it's been
Mhm.
that long. But I've got the Blu-ray for it and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's sitting there awaiting a rewatch.
it looks mental, like the colors and all that.
The style of it's crazy, like an anime kind of brought to life kind of
Mhm.
thing. Like it looks
'Cause
mad.
it's based on a cartoon, isn't it?
It's
So
based on I think it's based on an anime. I'm not. Don't
yeah,
quote me on that, but I'm
yeah, I
pretty sure
think it
it's based
is.
on an anime. Yeah.
All right. One other thing I should mention about our little quiz here: you'll have either seen or be familiar with all these movies. I'm not
Okay.
gonna shove in some random like B movie that you have
Sure.
no idea what
Sure.
it is.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
I don't know how quickly you'll get this, but I think you will.
Oh, I thought that was the tagline.
No, no.
I don't know how quickly you'll get. That's a long tagline.
It's for like a racing movie again. Okay,
Okay.
I'll do my trailer voice.
Okay.
The harder the life, the sweeter the song.
Harder the life. I think I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Walk the Line?
No.
Oh no! Is
Not
it
a million
is it a
miles away.
biopic?
I guess kind of. Yeah, kind of is. Sort of, a little bit.
Is that a true story?
I have no idea, but it either is a true story or it's one of those films that's kind of meant to be like a true story.
The harder the life, the sweeter the song.
The sweeter the song.
Is it A Star Is Born?
It's not Star is Born.
Is it Crazy Heart?
It's Crazy Heart.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a clue written down for this one. I forgot to write down clues for all of them, but I got a few. The
Fair.
clue I wrote down was it was by the director of one of your most anticipated films.
Yes, the
Which is
Springsteen.
Springsteen.
Yeah.
Hopefully better than Born to Run or whatever. What? Blinded by the Light. That's it. Blinded by the Light. I
Very
forgot
true.
what's called.
We're not here to shit and blind.
Sorry.
Yeah, Crazy Heart's a good film. It's not a true story. But
Yeah,
I can see how you would make that assumption.
Yeah, I kind of guessed it wasn't, but it looks like the kind of film where it would be kind of trying to. Yeah, it kind of frames itself as being like a true story.
It's basically A Star Is Born. Like it's
Sure.
both are basically the same movie.
Yeah, I'm looking at it's about someone interviewing an alcoholic country music legend who's not in his prime anymore.
Yeah, and they fall in love. Surprise, surprise.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, good film. I'd recommend it.
And tagline? What do you think of a tagline?
I like it. What is it? The harder the life, the sweeter the song.
Yeah.
It's it's a wee bit generic, but
Yeah,
on the whole,
it
I like
works.
it. I like it.
It works, yeah.
It would. I feel like it could fit a lot of movies. Like I had a
Yeah, I
few
can see
guesses
why you
there.
went to Walk the Line, for example.
Yep.
Basically any biopic, any musical biopic.
Literally. Yeah. But yeah, it's a decent tagline.
Okay, you ready for next one?
Yes.
Okay, this is a film I've not seen, but I think you'll get this.
Hmm.
You might be home, but you're not alone.
Well, my first instinct, and I'm not going to guess this,
Mm-hmm.
is Home Alone. But
Yeah,
I don't think it is Home Alone.
it's not Home Alone, but you know what? It's not too far off.
So now I'm thinking of movies like Home Alone. Like I feel like the tagline's almost like this movie's like Home Alone. Come watch our
Yeah,
movie. It's like Home Alone.
it's very much playing on that,
You might be home, but
but
you're
you're
not
not
alone.
alone.
So like horror.
Yeah.
Um, what's that Christmas film? The horror one. What's that movie?
I can't tell you.
Is it? Oh, is it Krampus?
No, it's not Krampus. Krampus is fun, though. I like Krampus.
Yeah.
Would be a good tagline for Krampus too.
My friends Courtney and Ryan hate Krampus with a passion.
Nah, it's not that bad.
They always like. I think because both of them like agree with each other, like it's such a bad film. They always like, Jack, how can you like Krampus? It's a good movie.
My favorite episode of Inside Number 9 is about Krampus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Devil of Christmas.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Looking forward to getting to that one. Is it? That's a very niche movie. I'd be surprised.
Yes, it's very, very niche.
Is it? Is it Better Watch Out?
It's Better Watch Out. Yeah, seen by 80K people.
That's a great film.
Yeah, it's got. I'm looking at it now. It's got 3.1, but
such a good movie. Have you seen it?
I've not seen it. No, I've got my watch list based on your recommendation.
So good. It's really fun. I was
I'll
surprised
probably watch it towards Christmas.
Because I watched that and Ready or Not kind of back to back, which are quite similar films and tone. And a lot of people love Ready or Not, but I actually preferred Better Watch Out.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Ready or Not a lot.
That makes sense because they do a whole Home Alone bit in Better Watch Out. Like
because
will the paint can actually crush a guy's head? Anything,
right? Yeah, because it's like a home invasion movie during Christmas, isn't it?
Yes.
And like the parents aren't in the house, so it's basically a horror movie of Home Alone.
A really great twist in it, by the way.
Okay.
Like fantastic twist and a surprising twist that happens halfway through the movie.
Okay.
Like you'd think a twist would be at the end, happens halfway through. Really fun movie.
All right.
And yeah, good tagline. I like the tagline.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's why I put it on. I thought it was quite clever. I'll definitely check it out. It looks like it'd be kind of fun at least. I remember you sent me the trailer for it, and I thought it looked pretty silly and fun. So I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yes, I am, Fergus.
So I think you'll get this one almost immediately.
Okay.
Because this
don't say that stuff, man.
No, I think you will because last year when this movie came out, this tagline got a bit of shit. Oh, I said when it came out. Oh well, it doesn't matter. You would have gotten it. From gamer to racer.
Gran Turismo.
It's Gran Turismo,
which is another good film. That,
that's not what I heard, but
our friend Noah didn't really enjoy.
I'm looking at it now. He's giving it 1 star. Should I read out his review?
Go for it.
Let's entertain the masses with Noah's review. Vroom, car went. That's it. That's all he's written for that. So that's good. It sums it up, I think.
I like Gran Turismo. I would actually. It's a really good film.
Yeah, I mean, I avoided it like the plague after I seen the trailer, but
nah, Fergus, it's actually solid. Like it's really.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's got like very different ratings. It's very varied in that department.
What's the average on it?
3.3, but there's a lot of 4 stars, quite a few 5 stars, more than I thought would be.
I think I gave it 4 stars today.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick by that. 4
stars. I definitely watched it, but I remember the tagline. It was parodied quite a bit. Someone changed it to "From gamer to racist," and that
Yeah.
that was a poster you could change it to on Letterboxd for a bit, I think.
Yeah, good film. And
I might check it out.
I actually quite like the tagline. I
I'm
think
not
it's
huge.
pretty decent.
No, it explains what's happening in the film pretty well. And
Yeah,
I guess gamer and racer sound sort of like, so it's almost a rhyme, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. I think that's kind of what they're going for.
Yeah.
I think it's fairly effective. I guess
Mhm.
they could probably come up with something better, but
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not
Yeah,
huge on it. I prefer from gamer to racist
yeah. Obviously,
myself because I
obviously.
think that's the pipeline for a lot of gamers anyway.
That
So
yeah, that sums up the film a lot better.
yeah, it's much more accurate. Okay. Here's the next one. I'm not 100% sure you'll get this, so I might need to drop some hints.
Okay.
The tagline is as follows, and I forgot to do a trailer voice for Gran Turismo.
Mhm.
Possibly thousands.
Possibly thousands.
Possibly thousands.
That's a weird tagline, man.
Mm.
That's that almost seems like the title's a question and that's the answer. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely like a follow-on from the title.
okay, possibly thousands.
It's it's a weird tagline for a weird movie. I've not seen it, to be fair, and you haven't either, but I think you will have heard of it.
Okay. Okay, can you give us a little clue?
It comes out in a month here, I think.
Oh, so it's not out here yet.
No, but in America it came out a couple months ago.
Oh.
And it came out in festivals in 2022.
What's the new um one from the director of Poor Things?
Oh, Kinds of Kindness. No, it's not that. This is a very indie film,
Very indie.
but it's been getting a lot of online traction.
Big director?
No,
No.
very small director.
Big actors?
No, no. But
Um
it's gotten a lot of interest on the internet when it came out.
okay. I don't know. What kind of genre is it?
Comedy.
Damn. Have you ever spoke about it before?
I don't think so. I don't think we have. But I think you've definitely heard of it.
Yeah, watch me not have heard of this first.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Mark's heard of it.
Um
It's in his watch list. So,
yeah,
yeah,
possibly thousands.
possibly thousands. So, to help you out with that, think of a number similar to 1,000, I suppose.
100.
Yeah.
Oh, 100, what's it called? 100 something.
Mm, uh,
100
if
100
if you
letters.
no,
100, what was that one? 100 letters or something like that. What was that called?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Jack. It's not that.
There's a movie called 100 Letters, Fergus, that
Possibly.
I'm adamant. Maybe not. What's that film?
You
100
you've
something
just
something.
created a film. It's
100,
not 100. I'll help you with this. It's not 100.
101 Dalmatians.
No. No. Possibly thousands of Dalmatians. It is an animal, though. It is an animal.
I have no idea, Fergus.
Should I tell you then?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I'm wondering if you have heard of this now. It's hundreds of beavers.
What?
Hundreds of beavers.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Have you been living under a rock?
Hundreds of beavers. I've never heard of
Yeah.
this film.
So this is I'll read out the plot synopsis if you want, I guess for people who aren't familiar with it as well. In the 19th century, a drunken Applejack salesman must go from zero to hero and become North America's greatest fur trapper by defeating hundreds of beavers. And there's you
I've
can't
never
see it
heard
very
of
well.
this movie, Fergus.
Oh, well, it's an independent film, but it's gotten a lot of traction online because it's very funny and it's like a Looney Tunes cartoon brought to life, kind of.
Okay,
And a lot of people online have been talking about it. So I
that's
guess
interesting.
you weren't there for that, but yeah, it comes
Uh,
out next month, I think. I'll
by
do some.
the way, the film that I was thinking of I'm going to look so dumb here. Was Wicked Little Letters.
Oh yeah, I
I
did
somehow thought
kind
that
of
was
think you might
100
have been
letters
speaking
or
about that.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an okay film.
Yep.
I've seen that.
I've never heard of, what was it called? 100
Hundreds
Beavers.
of Beavers.
Hundreds
Well,
of Beavers.
I'll do some marketing for him. It comes out in the UK next month, I believe. So go give it a watch. It looks like it's gonna be really good.
I won't go see it, but okay.
What? Why?
Never heard of it.
Support independent film, Jack.
No.
I think it's gonna be quite mental.
I'll go watch Deadpool and Wolverine instead.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Okay. Okay. The next one is a great tagline in my opinion. I really love it. He was in Greece. No, he was in Greece, Jack.
He was in Greece. Right?
Yeah. Who was in Greece?
Okay, so John Travolta.
John Travolta.
Okay, I was gonna say I can take a few things from that. I could take like the place Greece, or I could take the movie Greece. But
yes, it's movie Greece.
Okay, John Travolta. What else is John Travolta in that I can see that being the tagline for? Because obviously that's not going to be the tagline for like Pulp Fiction.
No, that would be a good tagline for it. Though.
Yeah, it needs to be like quite an on the nose movie. If the tagline is "He was in Greece." What else has John Travolta done? You're looking a little smirk, man. You're happy with yourself, whatever this movie is.
I'm really happy with myself.
I also love how you said at the start, like, you've heard of all of these movies. I've never heard of 100 Little Beavers in my life.
100 Little Beavers.
Whatever it's called.
I like that. I'm going to call it that.
Hundreds of Beavers. Whatever it's called.
You've put the Wicked Little Letters and hundreds of beavers together to make 100 Little Beavers. I like that.
He was in Greece. The only John Travolta thing I'm thinking of is Get Shorty. Is that what it's called?
It's not that.
It's not that. Is it Saturday Night Fever?
No. It's a lot like Grease.
Grease 2.
Nope. You're very close with that.
Grease 3.
No.
How many Grease films are there?
2.
Is it Grease?
Yeah. The tagline for Grease is "He was in Greece."
That's a terrible tagline.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Jack?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I'm not following that. He was in Greece. What does that mean?
The more you say it, the funnier it's becoming.
What do they mean? What does this mean? I don't get it.
He was in Greece.
I'm losing my mind over it. Does that mean something?
The car's called Greece?
Maybe
in Greece?
Possibly. I don't know, Jack. I don't know.
Is that not why it's called Greece? Is the car's called Grease Lightning?
I was thinking because like the grease their hair in the film. That's the thing that they do in like the opening credits.
He was in Greece.
But he wouldn't be in Greece if it was greasing his hair. He wouldn't be in it.
That's a terrible tag.
That's the worst. That's a terrible tagline.
Who came up with that?
I don't know. They need to change it. There's so much shit they could do. They could just put a line from one of the songs as the tagline, and that would be it.
I thought. Yeah.
He was in Greece. We know. Why did we put that?
That's awful. That's probably one of the worst taglines.
Yeah.
I've ever heard. I thought they would be like, it would be a bad film with John Travolta in it. So
and they're trying to
in Greece.
Yeah, look, it's the guy from Greece. Watch our movie because he's in it.
Yeah.
No, it's just Greece.
That's awful.
They're trying to sell you Greece based on the idea that you've already seen Greece and recognize John Travolta from Greece.
Surely that's not the original tagline.
It can't be.
That's not on the poster.
No, can't be.
Let me have a look. Greece.
Isn't it like Greece is the word or some shit like that?
Greece is the word.
That's what the tagline should be. But on Letterboxd,
tagline.
Yeah, that's fine. On Letterboxd, he was in Greece. I don't get it. I'm not following that.
Yeah, that's a bad tagline.
I've just started saying that to my friends and really confusing them. I just keep saying to them, "He was in Greece."
Was in Greece.
I really like saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Angrier, deadlier, sexier.
Angrier, deadlier, and sexier?
Mm-hmm.
Right, a lot of things go through my head, Fergus.
So,
So
based on... No,
I'm
you go.
thinking action movie, but like, okay, never mind.
Not an action movie.
Comedy movie.
Um, not really, no.
Okay.
So, okay, consider what each of these words have at the end. They have an ear,
Yep.
right? So, does that imply to you that it's maybe the first film or possibly a sequel?
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
Well, my original thought was an action movie, but an action movie that's not taking itself seriously, like
Mm,
one of the Bond sequels,
sure.
or like, oh, is it? Oh, is it Johnny English too?
No.
That
No,
would be
it's
a good
not.
tagline.
Yeah, yeah, it's not the sexier bit, yeah. No,
Um,
it's not action, it's not comedy.
is it horror?
It's horror.
Horror movie.
Yeah.
Angrier,
Well,
deadlier,
it's meant to be
sexier.
sexier.
Hmm. Right. Whatever this is, I can't imagine it's a good film.
It's not. No, it's
No.
not.
Okay. Have you seen it?
No, I've not. To be fair, I've not had the privilege of seeing it.
Have I seen it?
No, but you'll definitely have heard of it.
Okay. Did it come out recently? Like
No, 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Okay,
Well,
so that's
22 years ago, if you want a specific
okay.
number.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't think I'll
So
help you, but
sure. So 2002.
2002.
Hmm. Angry or deadly or
Do you want?
sexy?
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
This movie stars William Shatner.
William Shatner.
William Shatner. I barely
I
knew
don't know.
her.
I have no idea what William Shatner's in anything other than Star Trek.
Shit. Okay. Okay. I guess that probably doesn't help. Um. Also, notably, Mila Kunis is in this movie.
Mila Kunis. Family Guy.
No,
um,
Family Guy's not on Letterboxd, Jack.
it should be.
They did used to have the Peter Griffin meets Meowsicles and goes into Fortnite trailer on Letterboxd.
I'm pretty sure the Star Wars Family Guys are on Letterboxd.
Yeah, probably.
Angry or deadly or sex. It's the sexier bit that's throwing me here.
Mm. I'll give you another clue. I think this is probably one of the most unnecessary sequels of all time.
Is the first one good?
First one's really good. Yeah.
Oh, oh. Mila Kunis. That American Psycho 2.
American Psycho 2, All American
Yeah,
Girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about that the other day.
Mm,
Surprisingly enough, like what a weird film to randomly be talking about. But
yeah.
I went into my local CEX
Mm,
to pick up Basic Instinct on 4K,
mhm.
and the guy at the till was talking to me. He was like, "There's a Basic Instinct 2. Don't watch it." I was like, okay, I wasn't planning on it. And then he was like, it's kind of in the same realms of American Psycho 2, if
Sure.
you've seen that. Yeah, didn't it used to it was just a script and then they just banged the name American Psycho on it for a cash
Yeah.
grab, basically?
I guess I'll kind of spoil it a little bit. This is just the first 5 minutes of the film, I believe. But in the first 5 minutes, Patrick Bateman is killed off.
Bro.
Yeah, he's like a babysitter for Mila Kunis's character when she's a child for some reason, and then he goes to
Okay.
kill her, I think, but then she kills him.
I'm assuming
And then
Christian Bale's not in it.
no, God no,
Yeah,
no, they don't actually show Patrick Bateman. It's just implied that it's Patrick Bateman.
that's terrible. That is
Yeah,
awful.
yeah. I mean, why would you make a sequel to American Psycho? I'm not sure.
Angry or deadly or sexy. To be fair, I get the tagline. Like
Yeah,
it's not bad.
yeah, yeah. I guess.
And like the
I don't
sexier bit
know.
because it's a woman. Like I get
Yeah, yeah, boobs.
it. But, it's an alright
Yeah.
tagline.
It's okay. I don't know if it's true, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is angrier, deadlier, and sexier.
Give the
But
film credit where credit's due. That tagline's actually decent. I'll give them that.
it's alright. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
I like a poster of a film. I don't know if you've seen it. She's just holding like a sickle.
Yes, I have seen
It's
it. It
weird.
looks kind of like I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall
I
we
didn't
move on?
I didn't know it was what was it? All American Girl.
All American Girl.
I didn't know that was the tagline.
That
As
could
in
be
the
the tagline in itself, couldn't it?
yeah. I didn't know that was like the title tagline.
Mm.
Until you just
That's
said it.
is that a better tagline than Angry Dead or Sexier? I'm not sure. Uh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Kinda. I mean, it incorporates American in it. At least that way it wouldn't be American twice in the title. But
True.
anyway,
True.
okay, let's move on. I'm gonna dazzle your ear holes with one of my favorite taglines.
Uh
Not in an ironic way, like he was in Greece, but I actually really like this
huh.
one.
Okay.
I've never seen this movie, and you haven't either, but you've definitely heard of it,
Okay.
and you plan to watch it.
Okay.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, we lose. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard that. Um. Okay, so whoever wins, I'm like, it's a competition of some sort. It's like a tournament,
Kinda.
or
Not exactly a tournament, but
first thing that came to my
kinda.
head. I don't know why. I know it's not this.
Mhm.
Is Hunger Games.
No.
Um, because I've seen that.
Mhm.
Um, but like that kind of thing, like whoever wins, we like. I'm trying to think of a film that has a conundrum in it where, like, there's a tournament happening, and if the outcome happens, like, it's not good for everyone. Like, you know what I
S
mean?
Yeah, it's not exactly a tournament, I suppose. It's more of a battle kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, It's it has to be Godzilla X Kong, surely.
No. No,
No,
but you're not a million miles off with it.
that makes sense. Like whoever
Yeah.
wins, we lose. Like it's
Yeah,
that kind
sure.
of thing that I'm looking for. Okay, a big battle.
Yeah, and this I will say the stakes are very high from the looks of it. I've not seen this movie as I say, but it looks certainly like a very high stake film.
Okay. Can I get another clue?
Oh, can
When did it
you?
come out?
I can tell you that. Yeah, 2004, 20 years ago.
Oh, it's AVP, Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, Alien versus Predator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good tagline.
yeah, I really like that. I think it could apply to different like a couple different films in terms of like kind of mashup fighting
Yeah,
movies like Godzilla versus Kong, like you said, and Freddy versus Jason. You could
Freddy
probably
versus
apply it to
Jason.
that.
Yeah,
But yeah, Alien versus Predator definitely makes sense because I think they come to Earth and they use it as like a hunting ground and they're kind of fighting each other.
yeah. I'm looking forward to watching both the AVP movies. I've heard the second one sucks.
I mean, the
Um,
first one's got 2.5 on Letterboxd.
do you know what? I'll I'll watch it. I've heard it's
Yeah,
alright.
I'd happily watch it. I need to watch Aliens first. It's shocking I've not seen Aliens, but I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Aliens is good.
I really want to see Aliens, and then I need to watch the other Predator films. Last year I was gonna watch the other Predator films, and then I watched the first one and couldn't be bothered finishing it.
Fergus, what about Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection and Prometheus and Alien Covenant?
Um, I mean, I have Alien Free on DVD.
Yeah,
My grand's friend used to go about charity shops, and so if I wanted like a DVD, I'd tell my grand what I was wanting, and then she'd tell her friend, and I was like,
love
"Oh,
that.
can I get Alien?
Yep.
Could you tell your pal to look out for Alien?" And then I got presented with David Fincher's Alien Free, which
Yeah.
wasn't fantastic. I've not watched it yet, but
No. Controversial opinion. I prefer Alien Resurrection over Alien 3, which I know is very controversial.
not sure what you're waffling about. But that probably is controversial.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people don't like Alien 4.
I don't think the back half of the Alien films is really appreciated that much.
Prometheus sucks. Don't watch Prometheus.
Yeah, I'm not planning on. But the new one looks decent, I think.
Romulus, yeah.
Yeah, Romulus. It looks like it's got promise. So
I think it looks really good.
I'll check it out. But
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
okay, shall we go for another one?
Yes.
All right. A crash course in revenge.
Kill Bill.
No.
Ah, shit. That would be a good tagline for Kill
Yeah.
Bill.
So definitely revenge is part of this movie.
John Wick.
No.
Okay, Taken.
No.
Just go through all my revenge films.
Sure.
um,
It might not be something you would associate with revenge at first, but it definitely becomes that
is it
towards
an
the end.
action film?
Yeah, it's got a lot of action in it, yeah.
A crash course in revenge.
Yeah.
That's a. Is that a superhero movie?
No.
No. That's a tricky one because I've went through the 3 revenge films I know.
Yeah. What about one that's in my top 4?
Old Boy.
It's not Old Boy, but just thought I'd help you out with another revenge film.
Fergus, I got excited that it was Old Boy
I'm
there.
sorry. I wanted you to remember Old Boy.
Sure. I don't know. Can I get a little clue?
You were quite close with Kill Bill.
Kill Bill 2.
No. No, 'cause they're one movie, remember?
Oh yeah, obviously. It, I don't know. Is it a big director?
Big director? Little
Okay.
known movie of yours, I guess.
Ridley Scott?
No.
Tarantino?
Mm-hmm.
Death Proof?
Death Proof. Yeah, you got it.
Death Proof?
Yeah. A crash course
I get the crash course bit.
in revenge.
Revenge?
Yeah, because at the end they go after him.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
just kind of half the movie though. Like it's not like
yeah.
the full movie.
I think they probably came up with the crash course bit, and they're really happy with that because it's about cars, and then
Yeah.
they're like, and I guess there's a bit of revenge in it, so we'll add that on too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best tagline, but I think it's kind of clever in its crash course bit.
I'm not, I'll go. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh no, just
Good
like
film.
everyone with Death Proof, sadly.
Nah, Death Proof's a good movie. I'll stand by that. But
I mean, I know I said a couple episodes ago that it's one of my favorite Tarantino films, but the other day my mum was like, "Have we seen all the Tarantino films except The Hateful Eight and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?" I was like, "Yeah, we have totally." I completely forgot she hasn't seen Death Proof yet. I just forgot its existence. I went through them in my head and completely forgot it existed.
Yeah. You should show your mum it. I think she'd enjoy it.
Yeah, she probably would. Yeah.
It's a fun film.
She likes all those films. So.
I've been meaning to show it to Dad for a while as well. I feel like Dad would love it.
Yeah, probably.
He loves Tarantino, and I feel like it doesn't really necessarily feel like a Tarantino film. I get the whole grindhouse style kind of maybe is his kind of thing. Like it's just a slasher movie with a car.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That could be my next choice for movie night. It's between that and La La Land. Probably gonna be La La Land, to be honest.
You can continue watch Hateful Eight and then watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Probably should do that.
Hateful Eight and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood are good, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, man, such a phenomenal movie. It's like on a different level.
So I'm told.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay, what's the next one, Fergus?
Let me pick one out. Let me see. I've not got them in any order, so I'll just pick one at random that I think is good.
Okay.
Or maybe not good. Maybe it'll be terrible. Okay, here we go. I think you've seen this. Surely you have. No, it doesn't say you have, but you'll probably be able to work it out.
Okay.
More entertaining. Oh, sorry, I need to do my voice.
Yep.
More entertaining than humanly possible.
More entertaining than humanly possible.
Yeah, and I realized my voice made it sound quite ominous, but it's a very not ominous movie.
Okay. More. So I'm thinking humanly possible. Is that a little?
That's a little clue. That's a cheeky hint.
About aliens?
Not aliens. Maybe one or two of the characters could be aliens, but I'm not confident.
More entertaining than is humanly possible. That's a difficult one. It's probably one of the more difficult ones you've gave me because I feel like that could go to basically any movie.
Yeah, it's applicable to a lot of things, but it makes sense for this one certainly.
Mr. Bean's Holiday.
No, as far as we know, Mr. Bean is a human.
Is he though? Don't they make it
Well,
canon in the animated show? He's an alien.
that doesn't count.
Yeah, it
I
does.
No. To be fair, I've always thought that he was like an angel that fell from Earth. That's what
Yeah,
the opening is.
that's funny. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
And he goes around trying to make people smile, but he keeps fucking it up. That's
Yeah,
my canon.
fair. More entertaining than is humanly possible. So I'm guessing like comedy,
Yeah, comedy.
kids movie.
Yeah. It's a kids movie. I like it a lot. A lot of adults like this movie.
I'm trying to think of the humanly possible. The only thing I can think of is that there's an alien in it, and it's like
No.
humanly.
So
T.
the hint about humanly possible
Ah,
is the character. Well, a lot of the characters are not humans.
if is it animals?
Um, some of them are. I guess they all kind of are, in a weird way.
Insects?
In what?
Are they insects?
Oh, insects. No, they're not. That'd
I
be
was
a weird
totally
thing in
going
this
for it
movie.
there. I went to Charlotte's Web for some reason though.
Oh, that's a good book. I like that book.
Decent film, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen the film as well. I don't remember much.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just book. Nothing
Garfield.
changed. No. Although it is, I'm assuming you mean the old Garfield from
Yeah, the Bill Murray
2004,
one.
the iconic classic. Yeah, I mean, not far off with the kind of live action animated hybrid. Well, I guess maybe not animated in this film, kind of.
Okay.
But humans interacting with silly characters is a kind of gist here.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, great film.
Never seen it.
Really?
No.
Oh, Jessica Rabbit, man, you gotta watch it.
This is annoying me, Fergus.
I think you'll kick yourself if you don't get
An
it.
animation and live action hybrid.
It's not exactly animation, no. But
So what are you waffling? Like
it's
it's either animation or it's not. It's either a cartoon or it's a live action.
well, I guess live action then. But the characters are very cartoony.
I don't know, Fergus. I'm stuck.
Really?
What? Give me another clue. When did it come out?
1979.
79.
Yeah, old.
Can I get someone that's in it?
Sure. Steve Martin. Why not? We'll go with him.
Steve Martin's in it.
Steve Martin has a cameo in it.
Is it the Muppets?
It's a Muppet movie.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's puppets aren't animation, are they? So but it's kind of
Yeah, I get you now. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
it's kind of hard to define in that way. But yeah, no, it's a Muppet movie, more entertaining than humanly possible.
That's a decent tagline now that I know what the movie is.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It makes sense.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah, good tagline.
I've been meaning to rewatch the Muppet movies for a while now.
I love the
Well,
Muppets.
I've seen two of them. I've seen Christmas Carol and I've seen one other, but I can't remember what the other one is.
I think we talked about it one time. It was Most Wanted. I think you've seen.
Yeah, the one with Ricky Gervais, whatever that
Ricky
was.
Gervais, yeah, Most Wanted.
Yeah, they're the two I've seen. And I remember liking both.
Most Wanted used to be my favorite one, but I rewatched a lot of the films recently, and it's my least favorite now.
Yeah. I mean, Ricky Gervais is in it. Like, fair enough.
Yeah, he's pretty decent in it, to be fair.
That's because he's not writing it.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Kermit would be woke, and
yeah, that's right.
Kermit would be worried about getting cancelled.
Yeah, Kermit's like, Fozzie, you can't tell those jokes anymore.
Yeah, that's a good tagline, though. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I give you another one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think I will. All right, you should get this one quite quickly. Act like you own the place.
Act like you own the place.
Own the place.
I should get this quickly.
I think so. If I drop any clues, yeah, you've seen it, as with like everyone on Letterboxd.
Act like you own the place. Whiplash?
No. So, if you were gonna act like you own the place, where would you be? Perhaps. I don't know. Will I give you a clue?
Sure.
It's one of the most beloved films of the past few years, and we've talked about it a couple times on the podcast.
I have no idea. Act Like You Own the Place is throwing me because I'm like, where could that possibly be? Act Like You Own the Place.
Yes, it's a
beloved film of the last few years.
last few years.
Everything Everywhere.
No, of the last 5 years. Came out 5 years ago, 2019.
Okay, let's go through everything that I've seen in 2019.
You should get it from I think.
Joker?
No. That could kind of work for Joker, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Trying to think. I'm thinking of films, and I'm like, it can't be that. Like Rocket Man, but it can't be that.
No.
What else came out in 2019, man? Endgame.
No. Dude, it's like the biggest movie on Letterboxd.
La La Land. It's not La La Land. That didn't come out in 2019. Is that not the biggest film in Letterboxd?
Oh yeah, that's got the most.
Oh, it's Parasite.
Parasite.
I always forget that came out in 2019. I feel like that's more recent for some reason.
Yeah, I get you. It's aged very well.
It was the last film I saw in cinema before lockdown, so I always think 2020.
Sure, yeah. Did it come out in the UK in 2020?
It got a re-release after it won.
Oh, sure. Okay.
We went to see it.
Act Like You Own the Place. What do you think? Good tagline?
I like it. Now that I know what it is, I like it.
It definitely works. Because that's what we're doing. We're acting like we own the place.
Yeah, good tagline. Good film as well.
Yeah, definitely. I was about to like act like you said something really controversial. No, it is. Okay. I'll try you with this one. I doubt you'll get it.
Is it He Was in Greece by any chance?
He was in Greece too. You'll not get this, but you have seen it.
Okay.
How do you make it through the day?
Okay, so is the title the answer to that question?
No.
How do you make it through the day?
Yep. You're one of very, very few people to have seen this movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any big actors in it?
No, definitely not.
Big director?
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. How do you make it through the day?
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you the top review on this film.
Okay.
My acting debut. Pretty fucking cold if you ask me. Totally did not break a door and look straight at the camera in the process.
It's opposite.
It's opposites.
Our short film.
Yeah. But it's on Letterboxd.
Stupidly put on Letterboxd.
Even though nobody can watch it.
Yeah, but it's a privated video.
Yeah, but still, it should be on here for the sake of preserving art.
I thought the poster you made was cool.
Yeah, I like a poster. I spent ages on it for some reason. It took me a while to figure it out.
I remember because you were meant to be studying with Mark.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking poster.
Oh no, I'd done it the night before, and then me and Mark were studying. I was like, "Oh, I better check to see if it's on Letterboxd yet." Because the way stuff gets added to Letterboxd, you add it to TMDB, and they just nick everything off of there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took a while. It took a couple hours, but yeah, it's on Letterboxd. So everyone, put in your watch list, even though you can't watch it.
How do you make? What was it? What was the tagline?
How do you make it through the day? I literally wrote that down in a matter of seconds. I probably nicked it from another film.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Opposites. Great, fantastic movie. And Mark's review on it was spot on. My acting debut, pretty fucking cold if you ask me.
What did you rate it?
4.5. Shocking.
Didn't even give it 5.
No,
I don't think I rated it. I think I just
me neither. I've given it a heart.
Yeah,
it doesn't fucking deserve that.
Yeah, no.
We should put the hamster movie on there.
Oh, peak.
Yeah, great film. Probably have to get other people's permission first.
Yeah, I found that. I think it was the other week. I just watched it again. I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I
It's
enjoyed
funny.
it. I enjoyed it for what it
Yeah,
was. I had fun
yeah,
making it. I had fun getting taken all over the building in the lift.
defo.
Okay, I'll hit you with the next one.
Okay.
It's good that I've got so many of these because we can do part 2 if I run out of ideas.
I keep thinking that that's the tagline, and I'm
It
like,
is, yeah.
that's long.
It is. That's the
Okay.
tagline of this episode.
Yes, exactly.
Put that in the description.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll actually do that if I remember.
Okay. An epic of epicness. My voice cracked a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
that is the
It,
worst
it,
tagline
kind
you've ever read.
it kind of works for this movie though.
What? Say it
An,
again.
an epic of epicness.
Okay, comedy has to be.
Yeah, it's comedy. Bit of action in there.
Yup.
Bit of romance.
Yep.
Yeah. A little sprinkling of everything, but mostly a comedy, I would say.
An epic of epicness.
An epic of epicness.
Okay, I'm thinking like I feel like comedy action that works for something like Kick-Ass.
You know, it's not a million miles away from Kick-Ass. It's yeah.
Kingsman.
No, I think it came out the same year as Kick-Ass, or only a couple of years between them.
Okay, Kick-Ass was 2012.
Something like that. Yeah, it was around that kind of era. I'll
Okay.
check. Hold on, I'll give it a wee look. Kick-Ass. 2010. It was the same year.
Okay.
I should help you out.
Have I seen it?
You've seen it. I've seen it. A lot of people have seen it.
We've all seen it.
Yeah. 2.26 million people in Letterboxd have seen it.
Damn. What's the average rating?
It's 3.9.
That's good.
It's a very
That's
good
really
movie.
good. An epic of epicness. 2010. What came out in
2010.
2010?
Kick-Ass.
I can't think of another film that came out in 2010.
Well, I'll help you along a wee bit.
Sure.
It stars one of the Culkin brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Macaulay?
No, not him.
Kieran?
Yeah, my favorite.
Kieran Culkin's in it.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you a single film that Kieran Culkin's in.
He's really good in this movie.
Oh, it's the Edgar Wright one. Why can't I remember the name of it? The Michael Cera one. Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. An epic of epicness.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very Scott Pilgrim.
I didn't like the tagline when you first read it, but it actually works for the film.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough.
I feel like that's been the case for a few of these where, in retrospect, once you know the context, it's very good.
Yeah, an epic of epicness. I like it.
Shall I fire? We'll do a few more.
Okay. Let's do another 5.
3.
Okay, another 3.
Number 3. Okay.
I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Now I know this.
Oh, okay.
It's one of my favorite taglines. It's 40-year-old virgin.
40-year-old virgin.
Which is one of the best double entendres ever.
Yeah, it's very good.
Tagline.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that tagline so much. Great film as well. I genuinely think
it's
one of my
solid.
favorite comedies.
I think I've got it. I've not even rated it. I've got it free now, but I've not seen it in ages. So
what have I got at?
I think 4. Yeah, 4.
4. Maybe go up to 4.5. To be honest, I adore that film.
Average rating is 3.3. Yeah, Steve Carell's very good in it, and yeah, it's enjoyable.
They're excellent. I think.
Yeah,
like the cast kind of make it.
Seth Rogen is tolerable, which is always a plus.
I like Seth Rogen. Do you not like Seth Rogen?
I like him in a couple things, like in a handful of things. Like I like him in Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
I like him when he does voice roles. I think.
Yeah, fair. I remember I watched 40-Year-Old Virgin with mum and dad when we were on holiday once, and I was raving about it, being like, "This is one of the funniest films you'll ever see."
Yeah.
And then they just didn't get it. Like they
No,
didn't laugh
yeah.
like once, and I was like, I think Dad would. I really thought Dad would enjoy it, but he just didn't
Mm.
get it. Because he likes
Yeah,
stuff like American Pie, and it's in a similar kind of vein, of kind of humor as
yeah.
American Pie. But yeah, I think it's a great movie, and it's got it randomly turns into a musical at the end, which is
Yeah,
always fun.
the ending's really good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the whole thing. I missed the first, like, 20 minutes or so, because I
mm,
came downstairs and my dad just had it on. It was, like,
yeah,
on STV or whatever,
yeah, yeah.
and we were gonna watch something, but he was like, "Oh, this is pretty funny." So I sat and watched it, and yeah, it was pretty solid.
Did you see the waxing scene?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen the
Yeah,
wax scene, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Steve Carell's brilliant. I love Steve Carell.
Oh, he's great.
Okay, shall I give you another one?
Yes, please.
Uh, for some reason, you've seen this movie. This is very niche. I don't
Okay,
know why you've seen it. I know why you've seen this.
okay.
It's a family affair.
Ooh, I recognize that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family affair.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie.
Not far away. Pretty damn close, in fact. Very close. Really close.
Like a sitcom movie,
Um, not quite.
TV show into a movie.
No, but Mrs. Brown, you're very close with Mrs. Brown herself.
What?
The character of Mrs. Brown is a clue.
Brendan O'Carroll isn't in anything else.
Oh,
So
yes, he is.
Brendan O'Carroll's in this.
Yeah.
Is it Agnes Brown?
Yeah, he plays Agnes Brown. But that's not the movie, if that's what you mean.
Oh, it's Medea.
Yeah, it's Tyler Perry's A Medea Homecoming.
I promise I haven't seen that, Fergus.
No, you have, Jack, because the only reason I know this exists is because I looked for your letterbox and it cropped up.
Yeah, I watched that because Mrs. Brown was in it, and
Yeah.
let's just say she was the funniest bit about it.
Yeah, so this really confuses me, right? Because I'm not up to date with Tyler Perry's iconic Medea series.
Hmm
I've not seen any of them, not one. I
That
don't
was that was the
understand
only
it.
one that I've seen.
I don't get it. He's like an old lady, and that's the joke, right? In the same vein as Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Yeah,
It's like America's answer to Mrs. Brown's
it is
Boys.
yeah, literally, which
It
makes
confuses.
it even less funny than
Yeah,
Mrs.
yeah. So it confuses me that Mrs. Brown's in it because do Americans know who that is?
It was the big team up. It was like
Yeah, but
Avengers for Medea fans.
Americans don't know who that is.
It was the Avengers for cross-dressing fans.
Sure, yeah,
No, but I think Tyler Perry was like a big fan, so he was just like, "Oh, come
sure.
be in this movie." They're doing another one.
We're always doing Medea movies.
No, they're doing another one with Mrs. Brown.
Oh, another team up, yay!
And I'm pretty sure Medea's going to come and be on Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Oh, that's
Like,
exciting.
because like I can't remember the full plot, but like her son, her nephew or something like that is Medea's cousin or something like that.
Right,
So like she comes over for no, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Medea's grandson,
great grandson.
great grandson, was like in university in Ireland or something,
Yeah, college
and was
graduation.
staying at Mrs. Brown's house.
Mm.
That was the plot, and then they come over with him.
It's
There's a lot of like I shouldn't laugh at some bits in it, but there were some bits that were quite funny. Like
it.
the first thing that Mrs. Brown says, the door opens, and I think it's Medea that's standing there, and Mrs. Brown just goes, "Wakanda forever," and then they've both got the same surname, like Medea's Brown as well. I'm pretty sure it's Medea Brown and Mrs. Brown. And she goes like, "I'm Mrs. Brown," and he goes, "Oh, I'm a brown too," and Mrs. Brown goes, "No, you're more black."
Oh no, that's great. That's very Yeah, I mean, it's what I'd
Comic
expect from it, I
genius.
guess.
Comic
Oh
genius.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I was gonna say low-hanging fruit, but comic genius is another way to take it.
Do you know how many attempts it took me to get through that film?
Multiple, I'm guessing, like 5,
Six.
6.
6. I watched it in like 25-minute installments.
To be fair, could you imagine you didn't know Mrs. Brown was in it? Like, I know you wouldn't have watched it if you didn't know she was in it. But
Yeah,
imagine the door opening and it's fucking Mrs. Brown, and you had no idea she was gonna show up.
that would be. I'd freak out, man.
That's like, do you remember I told you about that Inside Number 9 episode where we're gonna have a ghost decapitate Mrs. Brown?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would have
Um,
been
yeah,
mental.
I googled Mrs. Brown's Boys the movie, by the way, to see the tagline.
Hmm.
It doesn't have one.
Yeah, I think I looked at it to put on the list. I was gonna put the Harry Hill movie as well, but I didn't have one.
Rip.
Very
Sad thing.
sad.
Okay,
Uh,
are we doing one
can I just
final one?
say? Yeah, sure. I just want to say about Mrs. Brown being in it. I think it's really. I don't think Americans know who that is. It's like if Malcolm Tucker showed up in an episode of Veep. You know, like
Yeah, I get
that's
you. I
yeah.
get
It's
you.
an well, it's only known to British people. Mrs.
I
Brown's
guess it was
Boys.
trying to open it to a new audience, I guess.
Yeah.
Guess that was a
It's
kind of the point. It's so weird because like it was Netflix. Like it was, I don't know who signed off on that.
yeah.
Like
Very,
how
very
much
strange.
how much weed would the person at Netflix smoking
Yeah.
to actually sign off on that idea?
Yeah. Very, very peculiar. I'd
But
say.
there's definitely some people out there that think Mrs. Brown is a Medea character,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah,
It's like if you thought Spider-Man was from Avengers Infinity War or some shit.
literally. Yeah, they come across Mrs. Brown's Boy and think it's a spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's Medea? What the
yeah.
hell?
Okay,
Okay,
the last one, Fergus. Pick a good one.
I might do 2 more,
Okay,
possibly.
two more.
No,
Two more.
I'll just do 2 more. But I've
Okay,
got some taglines that I want to read off because I think they're funny.
okay,
Okay, this is the last one. This isn't the letterboxd tagline.
okay.
But I found a poster for this movie. I believe an official poster for this movie
Mm,
that used this tagline, and I thought I'd test you on it. It's
okay.
I don't like quote me on this out of context. It's good things come in bears.
Fergus,
Good-
I'm gonna cut that and just upload that little.
no,
segment.
no, no, John. Oh, I should
I'll-
do it in the trailer voice.
I'll
Hold
do.
on.
I'll put the word "I" in front of it. It's I.
No, no, please, Jack, no.
Um.
Good things come in bears.
Good things come in bears.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
guessing.
you said it as well.
I'm guessing it's COME.
Yeah, yeah. Just to be
Thank
clear on that.
God.
Yeah, I don't
Good
think
things
its target
come in
audience would
bears.
appreciate if it was
Is it Yogi Bear?
it's Yogi Bear. It's 2010's Yogi Bear.
I went
And
to
it,
cinema to see
me too.
that.
Have you heard of the theme park Drayton Manor?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times in my life. The last time I was there, they used to have an Ice Age 4D show.
Yeah.
They changed it to the fucking Yogi Bear 4D show, and it's based on the live action movie from 2010.
That sucks,
And
man.
they changed this in like 2017 or some shit.
Pretty sure the Yogi Bear movie, was it like live action?
Yeah, it was not good. And by the way, the poster for this movie where it had good things come in bears, it was Yogi Bear standing behind Boo Boo, which did not help its case, I think.
Good things come in bears, which is that's beautiful. That's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you gotta love when studios fuck up like that.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone clocked that. Like, surely.
Oh yeah, it was a big thing on the internet, but I don't think the studios did initially.
That's fantastic.
And of course, Justin Timberlake was in that movie along with Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. That's mad.
Yeah, great voices for Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's probably enough for today.
Fair enough.
You're done. You're off the hook.
Did you say you had some to read out?
Yeah, I will say just quickly, I've got a lot more of these, so we could do a part 2 sometime, perhaps.
Cool. Sounds
That'd be
good.
a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll list off a few. So I got Central Intelligence here. I know you like a good innuendo, so the tagline for this is "Saving your world takes a little heart and a big Johnson." Because Kevin
That's
Hart and
quite
Dwayne
good.
Johnson.
I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's self-aware. It's it's a cheeky
I like
tagline.
that. Yeah.
Um, there's there's one I really like for Live and Let Die. I was looking through the Bond films and I was like, I should have a Bond film on here. So I just clicked on Live and Let Die, and the tagline is Roger Moore is James Bond. I was like, well, shit, I can't use that. He'll
That's
clock
fine.
that pretty quickly.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, he Roger Moore was in Greece.
Do you know it'd be even funny if it wasn't a Bond film?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
have you ever seen Cannonball Run?
No, but I'm guessing he's in the.
So Roger Moore plays a guy in that who thinks he's James Bond.
Oh, that would be funny.
And yeah,
That
he's
would
like,
actually be a really good
he's like,
tagline for a movie.
yeah, he's got like split personality disorder or something, and like
Sure.
thinks he's Bond. And, like
Yeah, that would have been funny.
that's the one funny thing about that movie, by the way.
Oh, okay. They
Would
must have tricked me
recommend.
for that. That could have been a great tagline.
Mhm.
This is for I wanted to include this in the little quiz portion so bad, but there is no way in hell you've heard of this movie.
Okay.
3.4k people on Letterboxd have seen it. I'd never heard of it, but I looked up like some really bad taglines, and this this is probably the best one I've seen.
Okay.
It's called The Day of the Dolphin, and the tagline is unwittingly he trained a dolphin to kill the president of the United States, which is great.
The Day of the Dolphin adds to watch list. What is
Yeah,
this
I'm doing it
movie?
right now.
The Day of the Dolphin.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll actually like be any good, like in terms of being so bad it's good, but that tagline is
That's
phenomenal.
fantastic. What a beautiful tagline.
Indeed.
Bro, George C. Scott's in it.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he looks to be.
Patton is in fucking.
Yeah, I've never heard of this movie, but I will be watching, of course.
Yeah.
Finally, I just wanted to end on my actual favorite tagline of all time. I know I've said that he was in Greece. I think this one, maybe it's very funny in terms of it has aged horrendously. This is the worst aged tagline of all time.
Okay.
It's for the movie Honey, I Blew Up the Kid,
Yep.
and the tagline is the big laughs start January 6th. Which has not held up. Sadly.
No, not at all.
It's an innocent movie about Rick Moranis' baby turning giant. But if you look up on Letterboxd, it will forever be associated with the January 6th riots, which is
Yeah.
great. That's something to love.
What one is it? Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Yeah.
The big laughs start January 6th.
And this mental is still on Letterboxd too.
Yeah. That's insane.
Like, you'd think they'd have come up with something better because, like, they'd put that at the end of a trailer, surely.
Yeah.
And that's like the 80s, so obviously they wouldn't have been able to predict January 6th.
Yeah.
But, like, back then, sure, that's at the end of a trailer. You'd think they'd come up with something else for a movie.
Yeah. You think someone would come up
Yeah.
with something.
Like, just saying their release date is not a great tagline.
Especially, like, years on. Like,
Oh,
when did
yeah,
that
for
film
sure.
come out?
The 80s at some point.
92.
92.
Like,
Well, even still, they got 30 years.
yeah, 32 years since
Yeah.
then to come
There
up with
probably is
better
other
tagline.
ones, but
Yeah,
I don't
must
want them
be.
to change that. It's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Well, thank you for doing that little quiz, Fergus.
Yes, no problem. Oh, Jack! I've just noticed your shirt. It's an Inside Number 9 reference.
No.
Tom and Jerry.
Oh, I get. Yeah, sure.
I've just noticed that.
The OG Tom and Jerry as well.
Can you wear that on the Number 9 episode?
Sure. Of course
Thank
I
you.
can. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to this episode of the Popcorn Podcast. Are you going to ask me what we're doing next week?
Yeah.
Or
in a couple days for us.
Yes.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'm
Jack's going on holiday.
I'm going on my holidays, so I'm going to have something ready and scheduled to go up while I'm away. Actually, to be fair, we're filming this a week ahead, so this one will be the one going up in the week of my holiday, which is weird to think of.
Yeah.
And it'll be the following one that goes up.
Yeah.
Back, which is strange. But anyway, next week,
Friday.
Next week for the viewers. Do you know what? I'm not going to tease.
You've not come up with anything, have you?
Fergus.
Well,
I've come up with something.
Prove it.
Oh, it's another little quiz.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck it up.
For you, Fergus, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay, I'm hyped as always.
Yep. I won't tease it too much, but
sure.
Let's just say it involves. How do I put this? It involves reviews of some sort.
Okay. I will avoid all reviews on any platform until the quiz.
Yeah. I've got another idea in my head, so I might change it last minute, as I did like a few weeks ago. If it's the other idea, and this one I can tease a little bit more, because I feel like I'm going to go with the other one, but it'll be one of the two.
Sure.
I would be researching your favorite films, Fergus.
Oh god. Okay.
Because I might be testing you in your knowledge.
Oh. How many of my favorite films?
Of your top 10.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like possibly thousands.
I was like, that's like, how do I put this? That's a lot more work because I'm going to have to come up with questions for your top films, and some of them I haven't seen.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what? I'll say it now. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do that next week. So I'm going to do 10 questions.
Okay.
For each of your 10 favorite films.
Okay.
Which was an idea that came from my friend Courtney. She said this one.
Thank you, Courtney. I accept your apology, by the way. Thank you.
So it'll be 100 questions. It shouldn't take us too long, simply because there'll only be one answer. Like, you either know it or you won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100 questions, and we're gonna test you, Fergus, how well you know your top 10 films.
I'm done. You should watch In Bruges before you do it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Mate,
get spoiled for you
before Friday.
yeah, probably. Try not to get it spoiled for you though.
I'll try my very best, Fergus.
And Synecdoche.
And George of the Jungle.
And George. Oh yeah, you wouldn't want that spoiled. No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for listening / watching to this episode of the Popcorn Podcast. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends.
I thought we were going to do like a little hand sign for each thing.
Oh, no, I just went like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that jazz.
And we'll see
you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.